Hi everyone, this is me again at your screen. I believe from our past episode on marriage works, you have learned one or two things. If you know you're enjoying this series and you're enjoying whatever discussion we are going through, please, I would like you to subscribe, like, follow on all my social media accounts so that I'll be able to drop, it will encourage me to drop more videos that will be helpful to you, even though you are single. You will get married one day, even though you want to become a nun, a reverend father, you will deal with opposite sex. So it will help you in one way or the other. Okay, even if you're a reverend father and your parishioners are fighting and they bring it to you, you will not settle it one way or the other. You must settle. Thank you. So subscribe, like, follow on all my social media channels. It will encourage me to do more. Now, let's go to our today's topic straight. What are we talking about today? Conflict management, conflict resolution in marriage. Conflict, fight, wahala, palava. So every marriage, like I said last time, is not a bed of roses. Don't let anybody deceive you. You will fight, and you must fight in your marriage. No matter how good you people are. Even if you married yourself from conception, I mean, from inside your parents' stomach, you still fight when you get out. Even if both of you are spirits, you fight. But there are ways you can manage your conflict, like you can sort it out. Yes, simple English. Sort it out that it will not turn, what English? There are ways you can manage it, that it will not turn to something you don't expect. Because you see this little thing, like what people used to say that ordinary toothpaste can break a home. Not true. Ordinary toothpaste can break a marriage. But let's get to it straight. Conflict resolution in marriage. Like I said, every couple are bound to fight. But the way you resolve your fight is very, very important. And it will even help you and help your children, help your generation to come. First thing you should do, conflict is on different level. If your conflict is so violent that probably one party is leaving the house for the other, and you feel you can settle it, number one thing, don't settle in anybody's apartment. Take your battle to a neutral ground. When I mean take your battle to a neutral ground, is that go to a place where both of you are not known, probably like a restaurant, or where both of you can just sit down and there are other people there. And when you start in that neutral ground, you should learn how to set boundaries. No abuse, no calling of names, no smacking at each other. So, why it is important you should take it to a neutral ground is because if one party wants to misbehave, there will be people around to come to rescue. Don't think it is only man that can stand up to beat woman. Some women can be very, very agile, very strong, ready to beat up the man. Imagine you are talking in a restaurant trying to resolve fight and you just hit that spot that gets her angry and she was ready to break the bottle on your head. Next thing, people will come to rescue. That is why you should take your battle to a what? Neutral ground. If you are doing it in a closed place, in your house, and you hit that spot, bam, and he was ready to kill you, who will come to your rescue? Nobody. So number one, take your battle to a neutral ground. If you want to settle, first, settle in a neutral ground. Number two is, both of you need to agree that there is a problem. You see, sorry is not the solution to every conflict. You can say sorry 10 billion times. But if you have not agreed that there is a problem, it will keep reoccurring. How do they say it? To avoid a mistake, you have to learn from your previous mistakes. That is why you need to agree that, okay, see, because you are pressing that toothpaste from down, and I have learned to press it from the middle. That is the problem. If you guys don't agree there is a problem, and you just say, sorry, okay, let it go, let it slide. I'm a married man. I know how it works, sorry. You know, sometimes I'll just tell my wife, I'm not ready to listen. I don't talk about it. I've said sorry and let it go. You know they go. You know they go anywhere. It's not going anywhere. Sit down. See, point at the problem. The time you are coming back home is the problem. The way you eat without manner is the problem. The way you sleep and snore is the problem. The way you do this is the problem. The way you flock around with other ladies is the problem. The way ladies flock around you is the problem. Agree that there is a problem. After the agreement that there is a problem, then the next thing is break it down. You know, in economics, in general, business, there's one thing we call SWOT, which means there is always a strength to something and a weakness to it, an opportunity to everything and a threat. You see, like I said in my last episode, both of you are two entities that came from different backgrounds to merge. So you all have your strengths, you all have your weaknesses. And your strengths and weaknesses can locate a kind of opportunity. But the threat is the conflict. So while agreeing to fish out the problem, understand the strength and the weakness in your partner. Then from there, you can see opportunities in each other. Have you heard of couples that never talked about their business? Yes, I am a camera person. My wife knows I'm a camera person. My wife will tell her colleagues my husband is very good at handling cameras. Some couples cannot recommend each other because they don't even believe in each other. Wife does not believe my husband can do this perfectly. Everybody is always complaining. Even if people are always complaining about him. Have you tried him? Have you given him the opportunity? That benefit of doubt. But because you have not understood the strengths and the weaknesses of each other, it will not help you to solve any problem. SWOT, strengths, weaknesses. And you know, after discovering that there is a problem and you understand the strengths and weaknesses, then the next thing is you need to work it out. So the problem is the time you cook at night. Okay, the problem is not really the time you cook at night. We both close by 5 o'clock. And we both work on Allen. We both work in Ikeja. Or we both work on the island and we live on the mainland, or we work on the mainland and we live on the island. We both face traffic. And I, as a guy, would expect my wife to, when we get, probably I'm driving, she's driving along with me in the car. And yes, I was stress driving. And I expected her to just rush in and start cooking. An understanding woman, both of you just went through this traffic stress after your 8 to 5 walk. Better example, she's driving, you are driving, or both of you are on a public transport, so nobody is driving here. You are both tired of the traffic. Traffic alone exhausted both of you. Then, you expected her to just rush in under 30 minutes to do a magic. But note, you don't have a freezer at home. Uncle Precious. Hey, Uncle Precious, there's no pure water at home. That is where the problem starts coming in. Are you not supposed to cook? Are you not supposed to have been done? Why are you this slow at cooking? Uncle, both of you just came back home. You close at the same time, you work in the same environment. And you know that our working environment in Nigeria is not so healthy. Oga, you self-adjust. So how do you work it out? Is it good for you to eat out when you're coming at night? Is it good for you to eat out? Okay, even if you don't want to eat out because you don't want to get home late, is it good for you to just buy a pack and bring it home, both of you settle down and eat? And even if your wife is always closing earlier than you, and you believe she should do everything, and the problem is she's always cooking late, does she have all that things she's doing at home? Do you wash your clothes? Do you take care of the children? How many children do you have per time? See, I think most of us are missing something, that this marriage is not, okay, it's marriage now. Yes, coming together of two of you is not for now. It's for the future. Oh, you think it's for now? Oh, after you have given birth and your children are grown up, they have gone to marry the people that are in school. Some of us go to school, from school, we don't return to our parents' house, we just get our apartment and start living our house. That is how a whole lot of students continue their lives. All the children are back to their various lives. So you guys are now back to when you just got married, just two of you. That is the essence of marriage. It's not now that you just got married. Now, if you are not able to work out your conflicts now, resolve it amicably, get a better way of resolving your conflict. Bro, sis, you see that future that you are waiting for? It might be tough. Don't be like Moses that will not get to the promised land. Hey, I'm just joking. So if you are enjoying this, I would like you to follow me, subscribe on my YouTube, follow, like, comment on all my social media, and it will encourage me to do more. Now, like I said, we are not done. You see, there is one very important thing that kills marriages, and it is the biggest problem in marriages, which is the third party. After you have understood that there is a problem, you are trying to work it out, but the biggest mistake two of you did while the conflict was going on is that you reported each other to your friends and family. So, when you guys now settle back your differences, who forgives who? In your family and your friends. Then your wife will just be passing. Or just something would happen that will bring your wife and your friends together. And some of your friends will just be laughing. See her. See the wife. Because you already placed your wife in their hand. Or your family. If you forgive your spouse, your family and friends might not forgive your spouse. So when there is conflict, try and make sure that the interference of third party is like 5 to 7% over 100. 95%, solve it by yourself. Even not your pastors. Pastors too carry flesh. They carry blood. Not your imam. They carry blood and water in their body and flesh. They also reason like human beings. I just hope we are getting it. Okay, so imagine there was a conflict and the couple settled themselves eventually. And you as a friend, that you have said a lot. That is why even you as a friend need to limit your interference in their wahala, in their problem. They are now on bed. You know what you did is wrong. You too, what you did is wrong. But I'm sorry, I'm sure sorry. So why did you do that? Is it not Uncle Toby that told me to? Hey! Uncle Toby, they will never forgive me. The wife will never forgive you because you are the one that is teaching the husband how to the wife when there is conflict. In the next Saturday, Uncle Toby will just come. How far our wife? What did you cook? In her mind, that you should eat poison. You are the one that can teach my husband. Uncle Toby, Uncle Precious, limit your interference in people's marriage. So that they will not give you poison, rat poison. Auntie Bolanle, mommy, limit your interference in people's marriages. And you too, couples, both sides, limit the way you talk about your spouse with your friends and family. Because like I said, if you forgive them, they might not forgive them. I have been in a situation whereby the lady created a WhatsApp group and tendered her husband's case in the group, and they started giving her solution. Solution that eventually broke the marriage. To them, it is solution. But to the husband, the marriage is gone. Auntie Amaka, limit your interference. You too, have sense. Stop taking your case to Auntie Funke or Auntie Chidima. Alima, you too, I know you can talk very, very well. Limit your interference. You too, stop taking your issue to Alima. God will help every marriage. Only if you want to help yourself. Conflict is so easy to manage. Conflict is so easy to resolve. If you can follow these 5 guidelines I just gave you. Number 1, let me rephrase it. No, let me summarize it. Number 1, take your battle to a neutral ground. Number 2, agree that there is a problem. Stop saying, don't worry, sorry. After I said, sorry, forgive me. Make sure you agree that this problem is actually real. Your family's interference are getting too much. Your friends are taking more of your time, and I need it. Identify the problem. After identifying the problem, sit and sort out your SWOT, your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats. Sort it out. What are the threats in your life, in your marriage? Okay, in this your marriage, what are the opportunities? If both of you comes together and agree, will it work for you? Then after that, work things out on how to take that problem on one side and build your marriage. And number 5, which is where I'm going to stop today, like I explained, limit the interference of third party in your marriage. Your marriage can still work, and it will work. So I have more that I need to share, but I just mentioned these 5 so that it won't take too much of your time. And I don't want you to be so bored while listening to this. Though it might be interesting, but Auntie Chidima, you too, limit your interference in people's marriage. You said you will soon marry. And like I said, this thing is not for only the married people alone. The singles that you're planning to get married, you're planning your wedding, or you shall know one day you're going to get married. Even with your colleagues at work, the way you settle conflicts is so important. The way you manage conflicts is so important. And that is why before you become a leader in any way, your home will tell on you. Thank you. Meet me next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow on all my social media, and do comments. They are all scrolling down. You can see it. Comment on all my social media, and if you love what we are doing, help us to do more. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.